What about exercise? What are women surprised to hear, or some myths that they have around their need to exercise?
Sure. And that kind of comes from, the weight gain starts to happen and women think, well, I'm not doing enough. So I need to do more of whatever it is I'm doing. Most women think of cardio
Mhm.
as the key to weight loss. But honestly, women, especially in our 40s and women who are in perimenopause and menopause and beyond, really need to start switching their focus to strength training and maintaining and or building muscle, because even in our 30s we start losing muscle that as the natural aging process. And there is a statistic out there that our muscle loss actually accelerates as we get into perimenopause and menopause, which is part of what is leading to that weight gain is muscle. I'm a big fan of muscle because it works for you.
Right.
It burns more calories even when you're at rest. So one of the things that I teach a lot of women is that we need to shift our focus from, not that cardio is bad, but if body fat loss is your goal, along with stronger bones as well, because that's another thing that happens as we lose that protective estrogen is our bone loss increases. So two things just off the bat that strength training will help are building that muscle tissue, which burns more calories, which boosts your metabolism. And even though women think, well, I don't burn as many calories, they're looking at their
Mm.
smartwatch or something, it actually burns more calories outside of the gym and works for you. So building muscle, and I'm not talking about being bulky and muscular, but because it takes a lot of work to build muscle, especially for women and especially in menopause, in the menopause transition. But that will really start boosting the metabolism. And I can speak for myself is I adjusted the kinds of workouts that I did and took some cardio out, focused more on strength training, heavy strength training, building that muscle that I had started to lose as my hormones started to shift so I could bring it back. So those are the things as far as exercises, not necessarily having to do more, but doing the right things for the body to help it along, and then also finding things that you enjoy too. I know a lot of people don't love exercise like I do, and so if it feels like, oh, I hate this activity, well, find something that is more enjoyable for you. Maybe it's walking, which is wonderful. Maybe it's a Pilates type thing, or maybe it's yoga because stress management is an issue, which is a big one. I'm, kind of skipping ahead, but as far as
Yeah.
you'll start to see how these things sort of tie in together and all work kind of hand in hand to help.